And we are, as a people, inherently and historically opposed to secret societies, to secret oaths, and to secret proceedings.
Violence breeds violence. Repression breeds retaliation. And only a cleansing of our whole society can we remove this sickness from our souls.
Those folks who were responsible have been held accountable.
Develops weapons of mass destruction. It doesn't matter whether or not they were deprived as a youth. It doesn't matter whether or not they're the victims of society.
And we're back with another episode of the WRK podcast, where we ask the questions about the end of the day. Who really knows? As always, I'm your host, AJ, here with my good friends Dylan and Michael.
Yeah, what up?
Yeah,
this
we're
thing closer to my face.
back on a motherfucking Tuesday. So,
A Tuesday.
yeah, weird stuff. Weird things happened this last weekend, all right? Just let us live our lives.
Yep.
But we're here with another juicy episode. Before we jump into it, hit the description, follow us on Twitter, Instagram, all that fun stuff. Subscribe on our YouTube page. We want that custom URL, and we are getting close. So,
Bring it home.
yeah, if you're watching this on YouTube, fucking subscribe. Punch that notification bell.
Bring us home.
Leave a thumbs up, thumbs down, leave a comment. Tell me I look like a gay Jew shill. I don't know. We just out here.
That wasn't a soundbite from the first podcast we ever did. That was said live here on the podcast.
Yeah. Well, yeah. It's a conspiracy theory kind of meme. It's a meme in itself. But yeah, we're here. We're live. We're here to talk about Dr. Fauci's emails. Mm-hmm. I fucking hate this guy.
Damn.
So much.
That,
I mean,
yeah.
Pick like the worst possible person to put in charge of a pandemic in one of the biggest countries in the world. I would be like, Dr. Fauci's your guy if you want the worst possible person in charge. I don't know. I mean, we don't really have an example of who did a better job, but he did a fuck all.
Shit and didn't do shit.
Yeah, it's kind of infuriating just because people that questioned him at all early in the days got fucking shut down, canceled, shadow banned, censored.
I mean, that's, yeah.
And
yeah.
Like, careers ruined over fucking this guy not knowing what the fuck he was talking about, lying, all kinds of shit.
How many posts got fucking taken down for spitting truth? I don't know.
Yeah, it's like unfathomable number.
Probably the most, what would we say, like the most fucking, had to be like one of the most censored fucking, I could be wrong, but like, I don't feel like I saw anything else get censored worse than that.
Dude, it's censored as bad as the fucking Palestine conflict right now. And I don't know enough to go into that. So I'm just gonna throw that out there and leave it be. I mean, the only thing I do know is that they removed Google images from the Gaza Strip from Palestine. You can see who's driving Kim Jong-un on Google Earth, but you can't see what's happening in the Middle East.
It's alright, fuck them. I don't want to know what's going over there anyways.
Yeah,
stay the fuck. Yeah, stay over there,
dude. Our government and conspiracies fucking boggle my brain way too much for me to invest that much time into what's happening over there. And it's fucked up. There's a lot of fucked up shit happening. There's a lot of innocent people getting hurt. I'm just gonna leave it there because it's different ocean, different problem.
We got shit happening over here.
Yeah,
I mean, we're busy. Okay?
We got our hands full with our government.
We are busy. All right. I don't want to know anything about them. So if you're over there right now and you're listening to the show,
sorry, but not sorry.
Yeah.
Well, maybe cover it. I don't know.
Probably. But we'll see. Maybe someday. Maybe you can be a guest on the show if you're over there.
Yeah, but McCheese is first in line, so
Yeah, true.
shout out to my boy McCheese down in Australia.
I mean, as long as he flies over here and like pays us to be on the show.
Nah, bro, we're gonna put him right on that TV monitor. He's gonna be looking at us.
It's gonna be I mean, I guess he'll probably see us from that video. Maybe.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I was
Yeah.
gonna say, God damn, that'd be crazy as fuck.
We just put a little webcam up there. Like, hey, boy, what up? What you doing? How's Australia? You see any giant spiders today? You punch a kangaroo in the mouth?
Which is what they probably go through about 20 times a day.
Yeah.
I've
Like
seen
if
some
you live,
jacked kangaroos. I'm just gonna let
Yeah.
you guys know.
yeah, there's a certain breed of them that look like bodybuilders just naturally.
Do they have like how do you not get raped by a kangaroo? How does a kangaroo just like how do you stop a jacked kangaroo coming up and
I
just
don't think
fucking
they're
your
sexually
butt, dude?
interested in humans.
Yeah, that's kind of weird, dude. It's a weird
I don't
question
know,
to
bro.
ask.
I feel like you never know, man.
I mean, are you asking because you're trying to go down to Australia and get raped by a kangaroo?
Maybe.
We'll cover Dylan's weird sex fantasies in another episode.
See what Dr. Fauci would have to say about it.
Yeah, I don't know. He'd probably tell you that it's not medically proven whether or not that's good or bad thing. That would be his response. Like, so on June 1st, 2021, through Freedom of Information Act, 32,000 emails were released to the public from the account of one Dr. Fauci, Dr. Anthony Fauci.
32,000?
3,200. Did I say 1,000 again?
I don't know.
No,
Did I hear
Dude,
it
I said that
wrong?
earlier
Dude,
today.
I was
And
It might be because Dr. Fauci told fucking some interviewer or whatever that he was fucking replying to almost 1,000 emails a day.
yeah, I'm pretty sure the number is 3,200.
Those probably just the ones that got released by the what's it called?
Freedom of Information Act, yeah. Yeah, I did my best to thumb through as many as I could fucking manage, but this guy pisses me off so much. So BuzzFeed broke the story running an article called Anthony Fauci's emails reveal the pressure that fell on one man. But the emails themselves really show that the guy was inept at his job that he's had since 1984. Hasn't figured it out.
Damn.
Dude went through SARS, which was basically COVID.
What did they say? Say again what they said. The weight of one man's
reveal
job.
the pressure that fell on one man. But then it was also like a slam article, so I don't really know how to feel about it because it's like BuzzFeed, and I'm like, but it's also like Fauci, and they're slamming him.
Yeah.
I'm like,
It is 3,200.
3,200, yeah. Yeah, and it's like, it's so weird seeing the left. I mean, they always say the left eats its own. But it's so weird watching the people that propped up Fauci in 2020 now just shitting on him.
Bro, all the literally your whole page of YouTube is filled with watch fucking Kim Kardashian talk to Dr. Fauci about how the vaccines are good for you, and then another one was fucking Beyonce talks to fucking Dr. Fauci. Like, internet sensation this guy became.
Yeah, and he in his email said that he fucking loved that. Like,
How did it?
I mean,
say
there's only a reason why he would be emailing reporters that often.
right? Because he
wanted to be
likes the
famous.
attention.
Yeah, he had that attention fucking drove something. He's like, oh my god, I've been in this position since 1984, and people now know my name.
Right. And now, as soon as you rise, man.
Gonna get drugged through the mud.
Yeah, I don't know, dude. We've talked about it before, and we'll revisit the whole thing about him lying about masks. But on February 21st, 2020, this is where I want to start. So literally, like, as COVID was starting, when I got back from Nashville, we were talking about it from Wuhan. We're reading people, what was it, Telegraph? Was that the app that people from Wuhan were communicating with people around the world, Mike? Do you remember?
Yeah.
And and like sending videos of them jumping out of their buildings and shit like that because they were barricaded in, their doors were welded shut, all that shit. They were bringing in fucking cremators down the street and just throwing bodies in them. So when that was all going down, Fauci receives an email from another doctor, Dr. Michael Jacobs. The email reads, and this is like the actual whole quote, so I'm sorry, this is going to be boring as fuck because it's a doctor. And have the email was redacted. So I'm associate professor at Cornell in private practice. Then redacted statement. Alexander Tavosky is redacted and a professor at Rockefeller University. He's a virologist, which is studying viruses.
Right.
We have been following the coronavirus pandemic closely, and a few days ago became alarmed at the news that the Chinese government is sterilizing their money from the Hubei province. We think that there is a possibility the virus was released from a lab in Wuhan, the biotech area of China. We also think the virus might be complex with another organism such as yeast or fungus to make it more sticky, basically weaponized. We would like to discuss this with you further. We feel that immediate action must be taken upon the United States science community to try to find and neutralize the threat. How do you think Fauci responds?
This isn't my problem.
I think he responds by... Gosh, I feel like I know how he responds and I don't remember it. Tell us how he responds.
He doesn't. He doesn't respond
he
to the
didn't
email.
respond at all?
He forwards the email to an colleague at the National Institute of Health.
That's right.
The NIH, and literally says, "Please handle this," or "Please handle." Period. That was his response.
I think, wasn't it...
Give it to someone else and say, "Please handle."
Didn't he message... Wasn't it like him saying, though, like, I have a lot of important tasks you're going to have to do, like, I don't know, acting like he was asking Captain America to, like, serve his country. I don't know.
Not that one. That one, literally, the email just forward, "Please handle."
Huh.
Sounds like me at work.
Yeah.
Yep, just do
Yeah,
that.
well, I mean, you at work aren't responsible for the health of 37 million people, or 370 million people.
You know.
If someone says their tummy hurts at work, you show them to the
To
to the toilet,
To the porta potty.
to the toilet, and say,
Go throw up whatever you drank last night.
please handle.
Or shit it out. Doesn't matter. Yeah, please handle.
Please.
He didn't even throw in the, we think someone got hungry and ate a bat theory back at them. He was just ignored it. Please handle.
He didn't want as many ties to it as he could. Makes
Yeah,
somebody else
and
do it.
we'll get into that too, because so
Wait, that right there, real quick, was that them stating that? Was that them stating that in that email, saying where they think it's been tampered with or by humans? What did that?
no, they were saying
What were they
that
saying
the
again?
virus was carried out of a laboratory by a host, and that's why it spread, was through workers. And we'll get into that whole thing here in a minute, because that's just the preface to the story about this one particular chunk of emails. So an April 2020 email from NIH director Francis Collins, I almost said Phil Collins, holy shit, to Fauci under the subject line, "Conspiracy gains momentum." The email contained a link to a Fox News article saying that COVID outbreak started at the Wuhan lab. Fauci's response, the entire response, was redacted. Which, what's the point of Freedom of Information Act if the entire response is going to be redacted? Mm-hmm. I mean, I know why it's redacted, because it would put people's lives in jeopardy or whatever. But still, like, what's the fucking point? Here's the big money kicker. To this day, the Wuhan lab story is now being considered the #1 start to COVID again.
Yeah, I believe it.
Full circle. We were there. Now we have to go find which episode we talked about it in.
Yeah. So this is where the fucking rabbit hole gets even deeper. The EcoHealth Alliance sent a $3.4 million grant from the National Institute of Health, which Fauci is the head of, to the Wuhan facility in question between the years 2014 and 2019. The president of EcoHealth Alliance personally thanked Dr. Fauci in an email that was released for backing the natural origin theory of COVID. The guy eats the bat and COVID starts.
Yeah, that was a wild one. So he donated money. 2014. How much did you say?
2014 through 2019, $3.4 million. So the lab in Wuhan, which is knowingly existing, was a lab that was practicing what's called gain-of-function research. And that is where they create new viruses to help come up with cures for viruses in a controlled environment. And it's really frowned upon in a lot of scientific communities because
you're just creating
COVID-19.
You're unnecessary virus.
Literally the biggest example, shut the entire world down for a year. Biggest example of why you should not do gain of function. It's, dude.
I mean, so is our thought still then, like, I just, it's still thought. So that's the main thing we have now, is that the workers got it, left the facility. That's the biggest one we have right now. Are we still not gonna say that they weaponized it and did it on purpose?
That we're getting it narrowed down to.
We need some more info.
It left the facility. That's where we're narrowing it down to. You know, like, it's not. Probably, I would like to go out on a limb and say weaponized it, and they've got population to spare.
Right.
A lot of other places in the world where China wants to take over doesn't have population to spare. I don't know. I'm not going to throw that out any further at this point in time. But that's where I stand on it. Like, I mean, we know fucking Jing Pao. That's his name, right? Jing.
It's Michael.
Winnie the Pooh?
Yeah, Winnie the Pooh. We know Winnie the Pooh, fucking, his ass doesn't care about his citizens. Cares about them as much as Kim Jong-un does.
Cares about us as much as fucking Joe Biden does. As much as Hunter Biden does. My bad. Joe doesn't care. Hunter is like...
Different topic. Fucking Hunter Biden already got exposed recently about selling access to President Joe Biden.
Oh. I thought you were going to talk about him saying the N-word and getting outed for that.
No, it's worse than that.
It wasn't even that bad. It says Hunter Biden racist comments, and I didn't get to look at it good enough, so don't quote me on this. But sounded like he was saying he was shouting the N-word in the emails or whatever, saying it like trying to be cool, like he was, you know. So when you got a white guy that says it and they're like trying to be cool, like
One,
I
not
get
cool. But...
I get you're not. Yeah, you're not cool. But racist is like a hate thing, and the way it was read, it's like they're not hating the race. They're just using a bad word they shouldn't be using. You know, it's like, I don't know. He was trending high up on there on Twitter, on the old tweeters.
Yeah. So Fauci recently was on the news, and they asked him, "So you're willing?" And this is after he's been thanked by the fucking homeboy at the what was it, the
Wuhan,
what was the name of the agency? I can't fucking EcoHealth Alliance. After he was thanked, he once again was I guess we'll just continue the thought. He was on the news recently, and he was like, well, we can't rule out the lab in Wuhan, and that's something he said last week before his emails were released.
Fauci, right?
Yeah, Fauci.
Yeah, I saw that.
After literally a year of him being like, no, some dude got hungry and he ate a bat.
He's like, I couldn't believe he said that, and he's just like, well, I'm gonna, and as any, I'd say the same thing. I'd be like, you can't rule it out. I mean, everything's a possibility, but you can't say that after the full year of trying to convince people it was just some bat.
Right. Trying to cover your tracks.
And that Bill Gates homie was the guy who ate the bat and was patient zero in America or some shit. Like, from taking a picture with some fucking guy from Wuhan. And he was in the background, and that's how, great story, guys. Great fucking story.
Why don't we go to this place in Wuhan, get a bat, eat it, and see if we get coronavirus?
Well, have you guys seen the
I'm
thing?
immune
There
now.
was an article about was it the Purdue Health Institute? This isn't in my notes. I'm just remembering it off the top of my head. They came up with a trial vaccine, and they were trying to give it away. And then Bill Gates came in and was like, "No, this is America. We don't give away vaccines. Like, you're gonna sell that shit."
It makes sense. Bill Gates is.
It's like if you're an American,
emails, I think
if you're an American, you can get those vaccines.
Bill Gates, I think was. They
But
said
if you're not American, you're gonna pay.
they said his name, Bill Gates, popped up like 24 times in the emails. I don't know
but
about what.
Fauci, like the entire pandemic, was like, "Yeah, me and my good friend Bill Gates," and Bill Gates is like, "Who the fuck is this Fauci guy?" Well, he didn't really say that.
I was
but,
gonna
it's
say,
he's not as on the radar as he thinks he is in Bill Gates' world.
He probably is trying to get out. I mean, dude, he like you said, he was loving life. Being on the front page of everything, talking to all the biggest superstars. This guy was
Pretty sure he
like-
was up for Times Man of the Year.
Yeah.
Bro, he threw a fucking, ball into a baseball stadium with... I don't know. How weird.
Dude, fucking Trump roasted the shit out of him. He was like, "Yeah, he's about as good as his job as he is at throwing a baseball." And I mean, don't like Trump that much, but fuck, he's right.
That's yeah.
He ain't wrong.
I
I
didn't
just like
even.
how much
I,
shit he gives people.
I
That's
honestly
Yeah.
didn't even think to
That's
look
the
at
only
that,
thing I
man.
like about Trump is how much shit he talks. Dude, I want a shit talking president.
Jules C. Hey, F. Fauci agreed.
Yeah, dude, fuck that guy.
Jail time ASAP. Also agreed.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
I
that-
want to see Trump's I didn't even think to look at that to see what Trump's out there saying about him right now. Like, I bet it's got to be good. I don't know. Like we said, we don't love the guy, but fuck, does he roast people, you know?
Yeah. And all those people in Hollywood that fucking say they hate Trump are full of shit because they were all at the roast of Donald Trump, all wanted to be at his wedding. It's all a facade. It's fucking stupid. I don't know, man.
Most money.
But there's something about that guy that fucking reached the heart of racism that I'm just like, yeah, don't like that.
Well, he's gone. Goodbye, Trump.
If you hear weird noises in the background, by the way, there's a studio dog in Presence.
Yeah.
She was just walking around licking the floor. I don't know.
It's a really good tasting floor. I'm not gonna lie. I had some before the podcast started.
Yeah.
But yeah. Fauci going from fucking superstar like that. That's fucking. I don't know. He's crashing and burning. All I can think of is like Epstein. I don't know why. I feel like I'm thinking of. I know he wasn't a superstar by any means, but fucking, you know,
Dude, Fauci was a Beatle, and now he's just Ringo Starr. Like,
Damn.
dude.
He wants to get another 15, though, bro.
Yeah, but with peace and love.
fucking it. They're just gonna throw him under the bus now. They don't. Fauci's replaceable. And they're gonna just replace the fuck out of him. And he thought he was like him and Epstein were just like, bro.
I just remembered one thing. Like, Fauci was complaining on, like, Rachel Maddow and shit like that. Like, any MSNBC, CSNBC, CNN News, anywhere he could get on, he was crying about, oh, Donald Trump, president, is censoring me. And then in one of his emails, one of his associates was like, is Donald Trump really, like, keeping you from talking about that? And he's like, no, it's just something I said on TV.
Yeah.
So it's like, and then that's like one of the things too in his emails is he's like, I personally politicized fucking COVID-19. Like, why the fuck would you do that? If you're the director of the National Institute of Health, why the fuck would you politicize a pandemic? It makes no goddamn sense.
It makes a lot of sense.
Well, it does when you are fucking a fanboy of being on TV, but if you actually give a fuck about your job, like,
Right.
He's been in the position since 1984, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
but okay, these guys are like, hey, we're going to give you X amount of money to fucking, make this so that we can win this election. We're saying that Trump is a piece of shit. He can't do all this for for whatever, and he's making, I don't know. They probably gave him a whole shit ton of money. I'd like to see his bank account.
And then
I would also like to see his bank account.
I feel like they're gonna say it's like one of those things. Like, bro, Fauci, we're gonna give you like $500,000, bro, for doing this, and then he's gonna be dead in like 2 months, and they're gonna, dude, we were gonna pay you, bro, but shoot him in the head. Sorry, like.
He shot himself in the back of the head. It's not that big. It's happened before to public figures in America.
What's that? The bullet wound says it got shot in the front of the head? Man, he must have, like...
He shot himself in the back and the front of the
head?
And
the front of the head? Wow.
He must be one of those pop and lock dancers.
Yeah.
He probably did it just for the fame and probably 2 chicken sandwiches.
He died crumping.
Yeah. Fauci's just he's just that guy just he's a weird dude, and I don't know. That's like the guy if you were ever like going to church and it's the old dude that wants to talk to you, and he's like a pastor, and you're just like, stop talking to me, bro.
Don't molest me, please.
Or he's like the pastor's helper. He's like not even the big dog. He's just like he's like trying to do whatever he can to like fucking have get all these fucking church bitches and shit. I don't know. I just keep thinking that he wanted fame so bad. Like,
yeah, he's just a babbling fuck that wanted to be on TV. That's all he was.
And like,
I'd hate being on TV.
Was he smart? Like, yeah. I mean, I think the dude's a smart fucking guy. But
yeah, he conned 90% of America.
Yeah. And
I mean, you give somebody a position and title, dumb people are gonna believe them.
Well, and it's like, how are they like? Yeah, we have a lot of people who are gonna look into it, and I think it's good that.
I don't think we're gonna have a lot. I think that's why it never hit the trending page on Twitter. It never.
I think
like the story never popped. I think BuzzFeed covering it was the biggest it's ever gonna be.
Getting swept under the rug.
I just think,
and then BuzzFeed's gonna be like, yeah, dude, we threw in that Fauci story in between, like the story between my lesbian cat and her lover.
Yeah.
Because that's like what BuzzFeed cut. It's like, oh yeah, my cat's a girl. She has a girlfriend. They're lesbians.
Weird.
I don't know, dude. BuzzFeed fucking sucks.
I don't know, So there's one that was the CNN too. This one I thought was kind of crazy when, like, their headline. I think it was their headline or what they said on it. I don't know, but it just said. The emails revealed the weight, like we said, the weight that came with his role as a rare source of frank honesty within the Trump administration task force.
Yeah, but he wasn't honest at all.
I know, that's why it says a rare. That's why it's crazy that they're saying fucking, oh, there's a rare source of honesty. We're so lucky to have him.
The most honest thing that came out of COVID-19 and the Trump cabinet was Trump at the RNC being like, yeah, I just did whatever the opposite of Fauci said.
Mm-hmm.
That was the only honest thing that came out of that cabinet in probably 2 years of presidency. I'll go that far.
The sheep drank the Fauci Kool-Aid. Exactly.
Yeah, and they wore the Fauci mask, and they stayed in their Fauci homes.
Yep. The Fauci mask that doesn't work, and yet he wears them to just be like,
just
like
be
a
like,
big fucking...
keep wearing them. Keep wearing your masks.
I think there was, I don't know, was that recent? I think it was recent after the emails when he was like, or no, was it before or after he talked to like Ron Paul? He was like getting fucking, like Ron Paul was going at him being like you so what, like the masks, like we don't need them, and he's like going, yeah we need them, yeah they help. And I was like, was that post emails? Because I feel like,
well, the emails just happened this last week,
right? And I think it was real recent that Paul was talking to him about it. So I don't know.
So in his emails he said that the cloth masks that they recommended people wear weren't or didn't have a dense enough fabric to keep COVID particles from leaving the mask itself.
Right. Well, if you've ever done drywall, you fucking get like fucking the white shit down in your fucking mask anyway, and you know it's
fucking, doesn't matter how tight of a mask you use.
COVID's fucking a lot smaller than fucking drywall. particles.
Yeah, but you wear them fucking charcoal respirators, bro.
Yeah, but everybody's wearing these fucking...
Yeah, no, I was just
Flimsy
making.
ass
I was
mask.
just making a joke.
BioLife has everyone inside their buildings, just like fucking. Every time you go in there, they still, I think, have a mask. I don't know if you can, but like they give everyone a mask and check your temp, and it's like you get the flimsy, shitty masks, and I just want to be like, haven't you heard? This doesn't. I don't need a mask. This doesn't matter.
Fauci said this is bullshit.
Yeah, Fauci, the guy you're wearing masks for, said this is fucked. I'll show you the article. Like, don't make me wear a mask.
I don't know.
Yeah.
They said there's like in the 1918 fucking Spanish flu or whatever, more people died of pneumonia from the unsanitary masks than they did of the flu.
Well, yeah, they also didn't have washing machines and.
There was a
people wash
study.
their clothes.
There was a study, and
like
Yeah, with
slide
a
and
washboard.
there was. I don't know the fucking study. I didn't look up this
fucking
study.
Gertrude was out there with a fucking basically a country music instrument, cleaning clothes on it.
There was a.
Fucking soap and lard. Or not soap
Lye.
and lard, fucking lye, lard, and water, just fucking rubbing the shit out. It'd be like, it's okay, Patrick, you're gonna be able to farm tomorrow, I promise. Patrick died the next day.
Damn, Patrick.
That was life in the Spanish flu.
Bro,
Patrick fucking died, bro.
Someone was talking about how some of it could be worse if you wore a mask. Like, so it was like one study or something that was saying, like, for this, how it was saying, like, it's a possible, like, one of the studies says it's possible that the virus could have been worse which I don't know, and I don't know why that would be, and I feel like that could be a weird,
When
like,
you breathe in and then breathe out, you're breathing out, bad particles that you were just like when you
keeping
pee
right
when you-
next to
when
your
you-
face and
when
shit.
you drink in, you pee it out.
But they said it was like a
Yeah,
reasonably.
I don't know. I mean,
it was a reasonably good argument. Like when I was reading about it, they said it wasn't like all just crap or bullshit. It was like, yeah, it could cause for worse. I don't fucking know. I'm not a scientist.
Well, it's if you have
I don't do
COVID,
science.
if you catch COVID and have pneumatic symptoms from breathing in recycled air is probably like what they were talking about in your mask. But dude, I've had influenza and worn PPE wearing glass. Like it's a situation. It's hard to put it on a base scale. It's kind of like a situational problem, where, yeah, you have pneumatic symptoms and you have COVID and you're wearing a mask and going to work. Why?
Right.
Which I don't really think that's too fair to judge in the same light as just Fauci saying masks didn't do very much as far as the spread of COVID went. Mm-hmm. I think that's a fair way to judge it. Is he's just a lying asshole, and he lied. Okay, so first, this is the one that really pisses me off. So when COVID first hit America, he lies and says, "Fucking masks aren't going to make that much of a difference if you're out in public." Even though in all of Asia and all of Europe, they were wearing masks and isolating themselves and all that shit, blah, blah, blah. He then goes, oh, yeah, well, I lied about that just so that people didn't buy up masks the way that they were buying up hand sanitizer.
Right. Like buying them just off the shelf, yeah.
Yeah, and toilet paper. Still don't get that one, but it is what it is.
The nurses needed them.
Yeah, the nurses needed to wipe their asses with Charmin double ply.
That's why it's wild, though. It's like, at first, I'm going to lie to you guys and say you don't really need masks, or you don't need masks, even though, yeah, you don't. But
yeah, and then he comes out and he's
but
like, yeah,
then-
but the masks weren't that effective.
Right, like, but you actually do need masks. Now everyone's going to wear masks in the whole country. Oh, but let me just go back one more step. Like, that guy wish he washed
Well, it was just
so hard.
It was just a ploy to see how far they could get Americans to do stuff.
Pretty far.
I mean, how weird. I still think it's weird as fuck that, Asia was on the brink of fucking, chaos and shit like that with all the riots going on and everything like that. And then out of nowhere, everywhere though, Chile, lots of places were having all these riots go on and fucking, boom, pandemic.
Yeah, I agree with that also. Some NWO shit.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Easiest way to stop everybody is make them go home because they're gonna get sick.
Bro, and yeah.
Well, and then you
Yellow-
have this
yeah.
you have this fucking vaccine that is supposedly, now they're theorizing that it's crossbred with yeast to make it stick to fucking surfaces
Damn, I drink a lot
in
of
a
beer.
in a way that, yeah, but that's alcohol kills it.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why we haven't gotten COVID, because we've just been drinking the whole time.
There's actually like some German saint of beer that like during the plague he made everybody drink beer because the brewing process killed off all the bacteria.
Yeah, Saint Gargus.
I don't know. Gargulus.
Say Gragas. Yeah.
Oh, did I say his name wrong? Fuck.
Gragas.
Saint
Gargus.
He's
like,
the guy
what
in
the
League of
fuck,
Legends that
AJ?
carries
Wow.
a fucking keg,
Oh,
just
no
like
shit.
throws it at people.
Drinks from it, just gets fucked up.
Yeah, he gets fucking juiced, bro.
Amanda, thanks for joining us. Says now, let's not forget China's involvement in this. And it's like,
No, we're not.
I mean,
We're not, but we're not ignoring it. We're just focusing on Dr. Fauci being a fucking snaky little weasel.
China has I mean, we've talked about it
Oh,
before.
yeah.
They definitely fucking, they're shady as hell. I would not want to live in China at all.
No.
Sorry. Like, if I was a Chinese kid in China, I'd fucking either one, off myself, or two,
Move?
off myself. I don't know.
You could just move, maybe.
I don't know.
I don't know how easy it is to move out of
South America? It's pretty easy for
Yeah,
people to
fucking-
move to South America.
there. I don't know. You just gotta.
Yeah, Hitler did it.
Yeah,
so, I mean,
Hitler did it. Fucking people, you know, these. I was hearing a story about Alcatraz. These prisoners went there too, and
Are you talking about the fucking Alcatraz escape? Like the only 3 people that ever escaped? Mm-hmm. They built a raft out of raincoats and shit.
Yeah, they took that all the way to Africa.
South America.
That's what I meant.
Jesus.
no, I think they made it back to the mainland. I don't know. It was a crazy story. That was an awesome story.
Yeah, I know what story you're talking about. It is a fucking wild one.
Samuels, don't take the jab, mate.
Don't take the jab.
Don't get it, bro.
Oh yeah.
I don't know, man.
I don't want the fucking vaccine. Fuck that shit.
Oh, is that what he's
Oh
talking
yeah,
about?
he has a little needle down there.
Oh,
Oh yeah,
yeah.
no, I don't. I haven't taken it yet. I don't trust it.
Hell no.
I don't
I
trust
never
it one
that
bit,
shit.
and I'm not gonna take it. So
Well, yeah, I'm up in arms about doing it, but it's like,
do I care about my life? Not really. If I die, fuck it. Who cares? But like, am I gonna take the vaccine? No. I'd rather die by not taking the vaccine.
Same.
well, I mean, it's just like, we talked about Bill Gates being a scumbag, and he is a contributing donor to vaccine fucking vaccine. I guess population would be a word for it, but not the word I want to use. But it's just, I don't dudes can't go to India anymore because he gave them a vaccine that killed, what was it, 200,000 people in a month?
Was it killed him or was it just made him infertile? I can't remember.
No, that
I
was
thought it
a
like
different country. Or maybe the one that killed them was in Africa, but in India he can't go there. He can't go to several countries because of vaccines that he's created and basically forced on people.
Tested.
basis
Yeah,
Fauci.
tested on
Tested.
people.
We're gonna help you out. Here,
And he's,
try
and,
this.
and he's one of Fauci's closest friends, according to Fauci. Like, why the fuck would we trust? I don't know, dude. The fact that Bill Gates doesn't get blown out in the news about his crimes against humanity, that's what they are, is fucking insane. I think it was the Nigeria is where he made people infertile.
Oh, I thought. I kind of thought it was like a mix of both. Like he was just making a nice little mixed drink for people, you know.
Like
He's
a
like,
cocktail.
man, hey, we don't know what's in this drink, but man, just take it, bro. It might kill you. It might make you not have babies.
Well, there was
I don't
like-
know, bro.
It was the malaria vaccine in somewhere in Africa that made women infertile, and
Yeah.
it was it wasn't considered genocide, but it was considered mass chemical castration of women.
Yeah. Jesus. I mean, population control, dude. It's what
he's all about, dude.
It's
He's
what he's
literally been
about.
preaching it since the fucking 90s.
Yeah.
I mean, his parents as well.
Yeah, dude's a fucking weirdo. If you see Bill Gates' name on something outside of a fucking Windows PC, run.
Well, and I feel like now all we see is Bill Gates is, being recently divorced.
Well, she fucking probably knows about all the fucking pedophile shit and trying to get out.
I'd be scared if I was married to Bill Gates and wanted to divorce him. I'd just be
Yeah,
like,
Melinda
fuck it.
Gates, I would be fucking terrified to be her.
But does she also know about everything though? Like, was she in on all of that? Like, probably yes.
It is the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation.
It's the Bill. Yeah, it is the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation funding fucking COVID-19.
People are just trying to cover their fucking trails.
They own the patent, I believe, right, through the Purebright, which is their the Purebright owns the patent for the I think this
Pfizer vaccine, I think, is what they own.
It wasn't the vaccine. I thought wasn't the patent itself for the
Oh yeah, no, you're right. They own the fucking. They own the patent for the fucking virus
because the Purebright owned it, which was owned by the Bill and Melinda Gates. So I mean.
Dude, we haven't talked about this since like February of last year. I can't believe you remember that, and I don't. That blows my mind.
I don't remember much. So when something comes out of my goddamn mouth, we're lucky. But yeah, no, that's always stuck with me. Like, bro, I tell everyone that. I'm like, you can just look it up.
The strain of the virus is owned by the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation through sub corporations and companies and all that rich people shit. Not like rich people shit, but like rich people shit, you know?
Yeah. I wish I was rich people shit.
Like Bill Hader don't own shit like that, but fucking Bill Gates does.
Bill Gates is like, I mean,
You
this
have to
guy
be-
says it best. Fauci's a mad scientist, but Bill Gates is like the fucking shitty, unsmart mad scientist that just has money.
Yeah, he's the guy that created Microsoft and fucking decided to start messing with people's genes.
You know that he's got like multiple doctorates.
Yeah, they're all honorary though.
Yeah,
like they're
but-
not like he didn't earn them. He was just given them.
I'm a Dr. Bill Gates.
Yeah, Dr. Bill Gates, suck my fucking whole ass. You fucking dude. He's a computer nerd that stole he's basically the Steve Jobs version of Microsoft Windows.
Damn.
Like all your ideas weren't your ideas. You just had your name put on it.
Like that dude that stole Napster.
Oh, you're talking about Justin Timberlake from the movie Social Network? I can't remember his name for the life of me, but yeah, dude, it's just nah, bro. If you want to put some on my arm and Bill Gates' name is on it, I'm gonna have some fucking questions.
God damn.
We'll blame that one on Studio Dog.
Exactly.
My beer didn't spill, did it?
No, just a empty can, tail wagged off a chair.
Oh, man, good, 'cause I'm drinking. But, yeah.
Dude, I don't know. Bill Gates, dude. Fuck that guy. He's worse than Fauci in my opinion, but Fauci has a bigger presence on networking,
I feel like
guess.
I feel like Bill Gates, if he wanted to, could be like almost like the Elon Musk, you know?
Dude, I feel like Bill Gates is actually probably best friends with Dr. Fauci, and he just emailed him back like 24 times out of those thousands of emails sent back. And he was just like texting him, be like, dude, stop emailing me. I don't want to be associated with this.
You're right.
It's like, dude, I'm not your friend.
Dude, I feel like he was, like, I don't know. He's kind of like a Musk type dude, but all he stuck with was computers and fucking viruses or vaccines.
Well, Bill and Melinda
shit.
Gates were on Epstein's fucking travel log
Yeah.
on the Lolita Express. Like,
Yes.
it's just like, bro, like, you got to keep that inner circle tight wound. And if it's that easy for a reporter to get 32, it took, dude, fucking, he should have went the Hillary Clinton route and fucking bleach bit his web browser.
Bleach bit it?
Yeah, that's what she said. She's like, what's a bleach bit? I don't know why my 300,000 emails that were subpoenaed disappeared.
Damn.
When I was Secretary of State, I didn't know what email was. Ha 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 ha. Like,
Yeah.
that kind of shit. He could have pulled that off, and people would have been like, oh, Fauci's still with us. He's a good guy.
Right.
Fauci's at it again.
Now he's going to be dead.
Dude, I think he's just a scapegoat.
Oh, yeah.
I think he is.
Everybody's replaceable.
Well, I think that he's a piece of shit, but I think he's a scapegoat at the same time.
Yeah, 100%.
Fauci?
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like that too, man. You're not going to... The guy you see on the cover or something ain't going to be the dude running it.
Oh, dude, Fauci's the fucking... Just like the fucking weird kid in class that, like, everybody's just, like, hangs out with just so they can shit on the whole time.
No, he's the kid in class that people hang out with.
I know one of them.
He's the kid that people hang out with so he doesn't fucking shoot them when he comes to school with a gun.
Yeah,
That's
true.
why you give them candy bars.
Says Bill and Fauci probably hanging, talking on the dark web and shit. It's probably, I feel like not. That's probably why he emailed him 24 times saying, Fauci, stop messaging me, dude.
Yeah.
It makes it. Wouldn't it be more? I feel like when you have Fauci dealing with the vaccinations and shit, and you have Gates, there has to be. I feel like a bunch more messages sent between.
Well, I feel
them.
like the
For
reason
some
that
reason,
Bill
I feel
Gates
like-
didn't. I feel like the only reason there were 24 emails corresponded between Gates and Fauci, like not even Gates himself, but like Gates associates
Right.
and Fauci.
Right.
Like it has to be because Gates has a higher fucking understanding of technology than half the geriatrics that he deals with.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
You think Fauci, in his infinite wisdom about COVID, thought his emails about masks being ineffective was going to surface in a BuzzFeed article?
Yeah.
Do you fucking actually think that he is... And we talk about it all the... Like, it's not like a wisdom thing. It's a understanding of technology and the way it works kind of thing. Where older people in the government don't understand that their emails are fucking forever. It's not a burn after reading kind of
Right.
thing.
Like, what do you mean?
It's-
I was using the incognito
I
window
moved-
when I did my email.
I moved,
It's
that, I
like-
moved that email to the trash.
Yeah, I put it in the spam folder.
It exists if it exists on the internet. I don't remember what rule of the internet it is, and someone in chat can hopefully correct me. But it's a rule on the internet. If it exists on the internet, it exists forever.
Forever.
Right.
It's also like it's one of the rules on the internet about porn is like if you make a porno, it exists forever. That's kind of where like the
We see
meme of it comes
you.
from.
We see you, Jackie Chan. You're never gonna get forgotten
wait,
as a
what?
porno. Jackie Chan started in the porn industry.
So did Cameron Diaz.
Really
Yeah. Softcore stuff in magazines and shit.
nice.
Of just, like,
I don't know
pictures of
what
her
we
with a
saw of
dick in her
Jackie
ass.
Chan. I'm just gonna say, but I mean,
You said you're going home tonight to watch Jackie Chan movies?
I'm about to look that shit up right now, bro. I just
Yeah, he's gonna go watch Across the World in 90 Days. Get your head out of the gutter.
It's 80. Come on, get it right. That was a good movie.
Yeah, bro, but it's so crazy how Fauci's just how popular.
Can
how
someone
quickly,
in
how
chat
popular he
look up
got.
the fucking rule of the internet that is that if it exists on the internet, it exists forever?
Rule number 17B.
Yeah,
Well, I know rule.
something like that.
What, is it rule 34? If it exists on the internet, it exists in porn. It's either 34 or 32. I always get it fucked up.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's also a very fucking weird subreddit. If you are ever,
I don't get
if you
how
ever
this,
find yourself horny
I know we talk about that we say
about porn.
yeah, everything about porn. We we say that old people don't understand
The way technology,
Most.
But like
well,
it's just like
the transfer of information has changed so much in the last 20 years, and a lot of the people in power are fucking 60 to 70 years old.
right.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like I mean, we talk about fucking what's her name, California bitch, Wilson.
Said Pelosi.
Oh yeah, Nancy Pelosi. I thought you said Wilson. I was
Wilson.
Wilson. Wilson.
like she's been involved in the government since post JFK, right? She was in RFK's. She was an intern for RFK or some shit like that.
Some stupid shit.
I don't
like
remember. I don't remember off the top of my head. But Pelosi's been in there forever. Maxine Waters has represented the poorest district in America for like 30 years.
Yeah.
Like there's people in there that there's try to explain how to work Gmail and Google Docs to your grandma. It's
So, sorry, Jules she did confirm, thank you, Jules, rule number 34, if it exists, there is porn of it, no exceptions. But she also put in quotations above that, in quotations, if you want to find it, it'll be gone. If you want it to disappear, it'll stick around forever. I don't know if
that's
that's
the Barbara
the
Streisand effect. That's a rule of the internet. I can't remember the number of it. But yeah, it's called the Barbara Streisand effect. So the story is Barbara Streisand didn't want people to film her house in Hollywood. And so naturally, because she was trying to be so secretive about it, helicopters started circling her house, filming her house.
Maybe she secretly wanted people to film her house.
I feel like they were too dumb back then. They were like...
Yeah, it's just the Streisand effect.
Yeah.
It's the news in the 90s.
Like, just SWAT team rolls
dude,
up.
I swear to
like,
God,
I
it's
don't
one
know.
of the rules of the internet. There's like 40 plus rules on the internet, and I swear to God, one of them is if it exists on the internet, it exists forever. Mm-hmm. If Spum were in chat, he would know it right off the top of his head because he's that guy.
Yeah. Oh, we could always send a message, but that's it. We'll figure that out after
Yeah,
the
we'll
show.
figure it out.
Yeah, we'll figure that out after
We'll
the show.
figure
Fuck
it
it. But, yeah, I don't know.
I'm glad we have an interactive chat, dude. This is fucking lit. Fun times. Fuck Fauci.
Do you, so one other thing I was looking up, do you know a popular Call of Duty Zombies YouTuber? Because I feel like you do. His name is Mr. T. Lexify. Does that sound familiar? I feel like you were the guy who watched you were the one who would tell me about the Call of Duty, the zombie streamers.
It sounds familiar. I would literally, I just base them off their voice.
Right. So he was
like I know a couple off like the top of my head, but that one like I've definitely probably seen some of his shit. But
he
anyway.
was talking about how he was complaining on one of the things that I watched and like keep updated, and was talking about how his how one of his videos or whatever or something he posted, like one of his videos or channels.
Yeah, his secondary channel was
shadow
banned on YouTube.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Wow. Exactly. How'd you know? Did you read my fucking mind?
Yeah.
God damn it. It's because we've
one
been
thing I
passing this jewel back and forth, hasn't it? God damn it.
Probably.
Sharing
no, yeah,
spit,
he
does wonders.
He didn't even. Oh, what was the story? He didn't even.
Yeah, nothing about it was like. It said his ban reason was medical misinformation. And I think I honestly, what it was in his video was like nothing. I like not even like nothing.
It was,
to do
he was
with
responding
it at all or
to
something.
a chat or something like that, if I remember right.
Yeah, I don't really remember. I should have wrote more down on that, but fuck it, whatever.
I'm pretty sure he was either responding to chat or talking about not wanting to get the vaccine. Was one of the two things that I'm trying to remember. I know what you're talking about, and his secondary channel got taken down, and it's been happening to a lot of other people.
That's
about, and this was like a month ago, maybe like 3 weeks ago.
Is some
and now,
more recent.
And now everything that people are getting banned for or have been getting banned for or blocked for is Fauci's like, yeah, you know, like they might be right. Like they might be that I just don't know. Like no one knows what's going on. We need to research more about China.
Yeah.
And it's like, what you say China more than fucking Trump does now. Like what the fuck are you doing?
Right. Just talk China. Jesus, Fauci, chill. That was crazy, though. That's one thing I was talking about with people getting their shit taken down, where it's like, you could lose your whole like a whole fucking channel or something to Fauci lying. Like a lie from Fauci got how many people's fucking Facebook accounts, Michael was banned a lot. I mean, I kind of turned. I flagged his Facebook profile kind of a lot. Not gonna lie.
I flagged it every time I got the opportunity.
And I made fake accounts to flag your account, but it's whatever. But yeah, no, that's crazy. You can lose everything because this dude lied about shit, and now you're just saying something so small. Like I'm not, like you said, like I'm not. Some about not wearing a mask or not getting a vaccine or something, and boom, channel is just like.
Gone.
Yeah.
Just gone. And that's, I mean...
I don't know if he even got it figured out. He said he hoped to talk to a higher person who
then
had to go through the same thing.
He went against the flag on his account, and it was denied immediately.
Yeah, instantly denied. Yeah, trying to appeal, saying like, yo, I wasn't saying anything... Actually,
oh, he was watching a video about fucking Fauci. Is what he was reviewing a video about Fauci. No comments were made or anything. I know exactly what you're talking about now.
Yeah, like some just completely.
So so his main channel is him playing Call of Duty, and his secondary channel is him just reviewing videos. So it's just basically like a shit post of his fucking VOD on Twitch.
Yeah, that's on one. You lose a whole channel to that, and he's like...
Well, and if your whole channel gets suspended, you can't have a fucking another channel. That's the way YouTube works, is if your channel gets banned, you can't have a channel at all.
What do you mean, like the same IP address can, or
no,
what?
Like you yourself, like your identity cannot own another channel.
What if you, like, could you possibly, like...
So that's the way it works with our show. If our show gets shut down, I'm just gonna pawn it off on Dylan. We'll do it out of the studio at my house, and it'll be Dylan's name. And then after Dylan gets banned, it's Michael.
Nah, me and Mike, we'll just say this is the Dylan and Michael podcast with our friend. I mean, AJ.
With our host AJ.
I mean,
with our friend host AJ.
With our friend host AJ Langle.
Dude, it's just fucking so... Yeah, no, I know exactly what you're talking about now.
Yeah, that shit blew my mind.
You threw that one out of left field, so I was like, I need my brain to catch up.
I mean, I started it off by, do you know Mr. T Lexify, a Call of Duty whatever streamer, but...
He streams zombies videos.
And we're like, what? Are you trying to say the vaccine is going to turn people into zombies or something? Because, like, that could happen.
The T virus or the Z virus. What is it?
Z
What is it
whatever.
in fucking Daybreak? The T virus.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, that's my favorite zombies flick.
That
show.
my favorite quote, probably one of my favorite quotes from the dude. That who which boasts like a man can count his pubes on one hand.
Is that from the samurai guy?
Yeah, when he first meets him, fucking my favorite quote. One of my favorite.
Dude,
quotes
my favorite is the episode about the samurai guy, and RZA from Wu-Tang Clan narrates the whole episode.
Mm-hmm. Yo, that show was awesome.
Yeah, give us season 2.
Give us season 2. What the fuck? Like, really? That ended? Like, what?
Oh, you're filming in a rundown area in LA? Like, continue filming there. I don't know, I guess. I don't know. I was just going to say, you're filming about a pandemic. Continue filming.
You had that shit was... That was a good little show. But that's what's going to happen, man. Someday they're going to be able to turn people with vaccines into zombies.
I hope so.
I'm ready. I'm not really ready. I have a shovel.
I don't know. In China, they were doing the forced vaccines and shit like that, so... When is it here?
Yeah, I think they're trying to do an encouraged vaccine where, like, that's one of the reasons that I'm thinking about doing it, just so we can go. Matea's dad just fucking bought a house and we haven't seen it. Mm-hmm. He's got a girlfriend we haven't met. I miss her brother. Her brother's pretty fucking cool.
I think it's weird.
Is it like go on a plane or something?
Like you remember how fucking fucked up the travel ban was when COVID started. Now there's a travel ban in the United States where they're like talking about, oh, well, you need your vaccine passport.
Fuck that.
Well, I'm supposed to be possibly going on a trip with Eames' family, and I'm like, I'm not. If I can't fly because I don't have my vaccine, I don't think I'm going to the fucking vacation. I guess I don't know.
Fuck that shit. It's weird that they're like. To me, it's weird they're trying to incentivize getting the vaccine. Like they're like, oh,
Yeah, it's
vaccine
like-
sweepstakes. You can win.
Yeah, dude, I saw
$50.
the vaccine lottery.
Yeah, bro. This is
That
fucking
shit's
weird.
fucking weird.
Yeah. Like, why are
That's
they trying
like
to
that's
give you
like
this vaccine
on
so
some
much?
fucking
I've not
Gates
heard,
Foundation.
I've not heard of this.
Are you
No,
really? You haven't
yeah.
heard about the fucking vaccine
No.
lottery?
Do you get like
You get like
AIDS
a
and
lottery
bunch of money
ticket
or
when you get a
something?
vaccine,
Oh, really?
and then certain people win certain prizes. Like you might get a Prius, like a 2021 Prius.
Am I wrong to just like I don't think I'd care too much to get the vaccine, but I don't feel like I'm in the wrong to just be like totally like no, I'm not. Like I feel like I'm gonna feel bad telling them like I'm not going on this trip with you guys because I'm not getting a vaccine, so I'm sorry.
I wouldn't think so.
No,
Everybody should be able to have their own beliefs, you know, and nobody should be able to tell you what to do with your body.
Yeah. I already had COVID. I'm immune. The fuck?
For 3 months.
Is that what they say?
Yeah, 3 months. 3 months of immunity.
Who knows?
Wouldn't it
after-
be like?
Who knows,
Wouldn't it have to be like
though?
a mutated strain or something though to come back and get me?
Yeah, well, the whole thing is every time it transports to X amount of people, it mutates.
Sounds fishy.
I thought there was talk though that like in part of Fauci's emails that was like him saying how there's a very unlikely chance that if you get the virus that you're not like you would not get it again. It's
Dude,
very
my
unlikely.
sister has had it twice. Confirmed, had it twice.
And yeah, I think
Okay,
if you have the symptoms, but maybe if you have the symptoms,
they-
it makes sense if you can really tell. But yeah, if it was just through a testing kit, I
But
mean,
they've
how would you trust?
already said that those testing kits weren't made to test for the coronavirus. Like they just got some random other test that was like, oh, you know, it's not like they came out with a whole new test just for the coronavirus.
I don't know. It's something I don't know. I can't prove wrong or right. You know, like I said at the beginning of the episode, I'm probably one of the smartest guys in the United States, but I'm not a scientist, so I can't really read in on that.
If
you
you've
know?
been with us since the start of the episode, you know that's not true. No,
Okay,
it's-
he's right. I am a scientist. Just kidding.
Yeah, no, it's just like my sister she got it in I want to say like March last year, and then got it again in October or something like that. It's like time frame similar to that.
But I mean, even when I got it the fucking first time, it was nothing. I felt like I was being drugged. It felt like they fucking put some LSD in it and just got me tripping.
He's like, man, they put some weird beer in Pump House.
Yeah. That's really all it felt like. My whole idea of it was that it just felt like I was being drugged. I wasn't sick. I didn't feel like I catched a virus or was sick or anything. My English ain't so good. I've been drinking.
I was just thinking the smartest guy in the world.
I've been drinking for like 2 weeks straight every day. I don't expect much from me.
Brain cells.
I was the smartest man in the country, but after going on a 2-week binge,
Bender.
I'm smart. I think I'm as smart as like Al Capone or something.
Got the syphilis to match.
Running through my body, fishing out of my swimming pool.
So fucking Fauci recently was called out on MSNBC for saying people shouldn't be wearing masks again. So MSNBC calling him out just fucking blows my mind. Because MSNBC has been propping him up as like, oh, you're the savior of COVID, blah, blah, blah. For how long? Like over a year. and I have the audio of that readied up.
Hell yeah.
China and South Korea, whatever, everybody's wearing a mask. Right now in the United States, people should not be walking around with masks. Right now, people should not be walking. There's no reason to be walking around with a mask.
Given you acknowledged in that clip in March 2020 that Asian countries were masking up at the time, saying we shouldn't mask up as well was a mistake, wasn't it? A huge mistake at the time, not just in hindsight.
No, I keep seeing that clip getting played over and over again. So if you could give me 15 seconds, I'll go right back at you with this. Okay, at the time, 3 things were going on. We were told very clearly at the Coronavirus Task Force, including by the Surgeon General, who's a good person all the way, that there was a clear shortage of masks. And if we went around recommending masks, the healthcare providers who were putting themselves in harm's way every single day would not have enough. Point number 1. Point number 2.
Okay, point number 1.
Yeah. Let's talk about
let's talk about this
Fauci,
for a second.
Hold on, before you get to point number 2, let's the fuck?
Healthcare providers needed the masks more than the people walking the street. Like I get it, but at the same time I don't. So you want to stop the spread of it, and this is him still pre-email drop where he says masks didn't do anything. You want to say that the healthcare providers needed the masks more than the people did, but at the same time they didn't do fucking jack all.
Right.
Why couldn't people just make reusable masks?
It's like where's his fucking angle? It's like, yo, you don't need masks. Oh, you do need masks, but you didn't need masks. Wait, what? Fauci, are you having a stroke, buddy?
Let me get back to
Well, I
you
just
on
don't
that
think
one.
that he joined that 20-minute MSNBC interview expecting to get called out, and I think he just.
If you could just give me a second, because I was.
If you give me 15 seconds, I can explain that.
I was not prepared for this kind of questioning.
I had my thumb up my butt the whole time.
He looks like Yoda, you know?
I think it looks like a rat.
It looks like a rat and Yoda had a fuck child that grew a shitty haircut.
There was
and held a job that they shouldn't have had for hundreds of thousands of dollars for.
So it's
I don't know what's 1984 to 2021. It's like
I can't count.
Over 30 years.
Yeah. Something like that, dude. I'm not a mathematician.
He's like, I just graduated from Stanford Medical, and I'm gonna secure this job position.
Master Splinter and
anyone that says that I didn't handle this correctly is they're wrong. But I might be wrong, and I might talk about it in my emails later.
Yeah.
I don't know if my impression of him is good or not, but
I didn't hear enough Yoda in your voice.
because I wasn't speaking backwards.
Right.
I would have to really fucking think about that, and I'm not able to do that.
Because the mask is, where is the mask you wear?
The mask that you wear, it's on your face.
The mask you wear on your face is what?
Whether or not you have it over your nose doesn't matter, because you're gonna get COVID if you're at a bar. You're gonna get the COVID.
Wear a mask. One does not need to, unless you a zombie. I don't fucking know it.
Hey Jay, you sound like Gilbert Godfrey.
Do I? Damn, dude, I was going for Fauci, bro.
They sound close enough. I think they sound close enough.
I think we need to hear reason number 2.
There was no evidence at the time that masks outside
I think I was doing a
of the
pretty good
setting
job.
of the hospital worked. There were no data to show that. Number 3, we did not know that at least 50% of the infections were being spread asymptomatically, namely by people that had no symptoms.
So that asymptomatically thing that he said, fucking bullshit, because he said in his emails that the coronavirus spread asymptomatically was like below 1%.
I've never heard of asymptomatic spreading of
symptoms. That's the reason why at that time
Yeah, I don't know, man. I think I did a pretty good imitation.
I think
you
did.
They sound alike though. Gilbert Godfrey and him sound alike.
I've met Gilbert Godfrey, and he does not sound quite like Fauci.
When did you meet Gilbert Godfrey?
Comic-Con.
Damn.
Like
Okay.
2013, I think, in Minneapolis. Might have been earlier than or later.
It's
earlier
an
or
honor,
later.
Gilbert Godfrey. Let me do my impression real quick of you.
Good guy.
So what you gotta do? I can't do it, Gilbert. It's too much.
Well, yeah, you have to.
I can't
you
whine
you
like
have,
him.
You have to have a younger sister to kick you in the nuts like 40 more times.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, dude. I mean, that's a roller coaster. Fauci's on a roller coaster. He says first off, we didn't. You know, we needed to protect the workers, but secondly, we didn't believe that people even needed to be protected. So doesn't that make sense? Wait, what?
And then throw it off.
Yeah. Yeah, that guy's like on a roller coaster ride, and not the fun one, like the spinny one where he just gets thrown around.
Silly silo, bro.
Yeah, silly siloed.
What's new in chat?
Nothing.
Nothing
I
new
don't know.
in chat. Damn.
Yeah, we got the Rule 34, the porn rule.
I love that.
Yeah.
Dude, someday there's going to be a fucking COVID-19 porn that our kids are going to jerk off to.
They already have it.
I mean, mask porn.
Yeah.
Which,
You ain't never looked that up yet?
No.
Mask porn? No,
I haven't.
not yet.
Yeah.
I mean, I just wrote it down for anyone listening at home. I just now wrote it down in my book and said important and put a big star next to it. So
mask porn.
Review later.
Come check out my my other videos where could that be like a thing where you like review pornos?
Yeah.
Like a react to porno.
People do.
But you can't. Can you put that on like YouTube?
You put on Pornhub.
Is that it? Can you
Bro,
only
there's
put it on
literally
Pornhub?
there's literally Call of Duty fucking clips on Pornhub right now.
Well, so can I make is that where I have to go? Is that my platform to do porn reaction videos?
No, it's just Call of Duty clips, just on Pornhub for insert
You can
reason.
put anything on Pornhub.
Right.
So my question about this MSNBC interview, where the interviewer catches Fauci on his back heels, is how many people got sick because of Fauci's, and this is what we talked about the last time we talked about this.
Yeah.
How many people got sick because of Fauci's advice, I guess?
Recommendations.
Like, how is that not criminal to expose that many people to a life-threatening illness just because we don't want people to buy up the masks?
You could still tell people stay inside. It'd be the same kind of thing instead of just saying, "Oh, no one needs to worry. We need, But you could tell people to stay inside. It'd be the same thing.
Yeah.
Be like, "Yo, if you can't find masks, we need to go into a serious state of lockdown."
And he had all the power to do that. And he also had all the power to be like, hey, t-shirt companies, you're going to start making masks now. Like, that's the power that he had this entire time, was to be like, hey, you guys have to revert from building plane engines and start producing masks.
Right.
You guys have to stop building tractors, start producing masks. Like, he had that power, and he never did it. And he knew that he had that power.
Mm-hmm. And he says,
Wait, why can't we just get a bunch of old ladies together and make a bunch of masks?
Yeah,
that'd be way easier.
That's why this
way
whole
cheaper.
thing's fake, and I feel like Fauci, they wanted this shit to happen because it doesn't add up. It just don't add up, okay?
See, instead of sending them to
just don't
nursing
add up.
homes,
2 + 2 don't equal 5, brother. Like, he had the power and the position to be like, these industry, like even fucking paper industries, be like, stop making vanilla envelopes, start making paper masks, because that's the only one that's going to prevent COVID
Right.
from spreading. These cloth masks, which he knew the entire time through his emails, weren't doing fuck all. And he had the power and opportunity to be like, hey, we need to redirect these industries from doing this to doing this for X amount of time being, so that there's not a shortage, and we can still provide the masks that work to the hospitals, masks that work for the public. And he didn't fucking do it. And it's just like, this is where I get fucking really mad. No, I'm not gonna get really mad yet.
He could have just informed people just to like put a Walmart sack over their head and cut eye holes out.
Yeah, I'm not gonna get really mad yet. I'm saving that for the end. Because I'm gonna get really fucking angry towards the end of this episode.
Get angry.
So in his emails, he confirmed that COVID was politicized. We've talked about that. About how he talked about how Donald Trump was on the news, and to his like when he was on Rachel Maddow and shit like that, he was like, yeah, the Trump presidency is keeping me silenced. And then his colleagues would be like, oh, is Trump really muffling you? And he's like, no, that's just something I'm saying on TV. It's shit that he would say in emails.
Mm-hmm.
Whack.
He confirmed that China lied about their numbers, which we talked about in the original COVID-19 episode on the show.
Way back yonder.
Like back in February 2020, when he could still talk about this without being canceled.
Yep.
And when they were rolling out fucking furnaces down the street and burning people in forges where they would normally melt metal into and make it into shapes. They were cremating people at those facilities in Wuhan.
Everywhere they could.
Anywhere they could. Literally on the street.
They asked me to do it in my fucking dumbass fire pit that my neighbor built.
Dude, they were fucking tearing people out of their fucking houses and shit like that. If you had fucking corona, they were
scraping people off the side of the street with a shovel that jumped out of their 42nd floor apartment because they were welded into their apartment.
Dude, they said, in this group, they were saying that, dude, if you had corona, they would fucking, they were just, like, even with...
shoot you.
Yeah, and they killed, like, so many fucking cats and dogs and all this stuff because they thought that they were bringing them in.
I saw videos of people throwing their animals out of fucking apartment buildings in Wuhan.
Yep. And then they'd be right next.
And then those videos were erased from existence.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd be able to find them. I think I can. The guy that fucking added me to the group is still...
Telegraph, yeah.
Yeah.
I still have it on my phone, too.
Yeah, there's fucking...
There's some Dude, it's... The first day I looked at that, it made me sick.
Yeah,
like, to my stomach.
Weird,
it was... Oh, shit, this is like zombie apocalypse level. Like, people jumping out of their fucking 42nd floor to not get the virus.
This is way crazier than that. The guy who made fucking Nazi zombies was like, why didn't I think about that? People jumping out of their fucking windows and shit. Wouldn't that be a crazy scene? Sorry, I just got back.
They did a Nazi zombies map like that. It's called High Rise.
Well, yeah, I remember that. But you think about that like a zombies movie. Like, yeah, a burning gets crashed and it's on fire and people are jumping out of it. But what if it was a zombies, instead of fire, zombies were coming and people were jumping out of buildings? I just want to see people jump out of buildings. I'm sorry.
That's fucked up.
That is kind of fucked up.
Sorry, I can't help
shit
it.
Like 13-year-old me would look up on the internet.
That's what I look up now. I can't help it. Buddy showed me a bad Reddit page, and I just fucking goddamn if I can't stop looking at it.
So Fauci admits in his emails that he was a press junkie and he loved his 15 minutes of fame as long as it would last. In one of his leaked emails, he was like, "Yeah, I love going on the news." He even went as far as to be like, "Yeah, I chose to go on your show, Rachel Maddow, because I love your audience and I love the way they react to me." Literally said that on the news. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
I like being a superstar.
Yeah, like, I was working, doing nothing for, what's 84 to 2021? 40 years? I was doing nothing for 40 years. And now I'm famous? Like, what the fuck?
Everything I worked for has come true.
Dude, it's so bad. Yeah, I don't know, man. Dude, fucking Fauci. He said that the lockdowns weren't based on science in his emails. So, Yeah.
Wait, said the what?
he said lockdowns were not based on science. So, like, shutting down businesses and shit like that.
Right.
It was
They just did it for
shits and
for
giggles.
a reason. Right? They didn't just do it for no reason.
Guess who came out ahead? Big banks on fucking foreclosures. On
Yeah.
small
Walmarts.
businesses. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, it's
Mon and paw shops and fucking...
shutting down small business.
Yeah. Fucking absolutely insane. It's like a corporate takeover.
Oh, it was easy.
Held on the fucking fear of a virus. That the information they gave wasn't correct.
Yeah. That is nuts. They only get bigger.
Imagine
someday.
the amount of people that lost their fucking... So, like, I know we talk about it on the show a lot, like, the job market wasn't closed off as much as, like, it was politicized to be closed off as far as skilled labor and shit like that goes. But, say, I mean, the girl that's been a waitress at a diner for 30 years, the same diner, is now not able to be a worker for a year.
Not make enough money as she was.
Yeah, it's just fuck the...
For false information. Like, maybe it helped with some shit, but yeah, she just fucking... For lies, man. It's all lies. And like you said, we probably won't get crazy insane. I feel like we're getting crazy insane coverage of this. But like you said, maybe not, you know.
No.
I think exposure on shows like ours and stuff like that is as far as it goes. But you get people that are out of job that they've been working for 30 years. They have no other skills. They're not going to go into a new field, and they're just fucked.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just, I don't know. I don't know where to go from that. As far like the industry I work in, it was kind of like wishy-washy for a year.
Yeah.
But now it's kind of coming back to normal, and knowing that it could have been somewhat normal the entire time is absolutely, I don't want to say infuriating, but close to that. Because I don't get mad very easily, but it's reading his emails, it's getting close to making me mad on just that. The rest of his emails makes me fucking furious. But the amount of people that lost jobs, homes.
Yeah, no, that's where it's like it's all a big fucking plot to make us just weaker as humans to the point where how long does it take where
then
even
the government
people in our situation are struggling? Like, yeah, we have it good here in Iowa, I feel like, in ways, but when does it come to the point where eventually our people are...
At what point is it that everybody's dependent on what the government says and does, and now you're getting a stipend from the government every month or whatever, and now they're just like, oh, well, we gave you money, so...
Yeah, that's the point I was kind of hinting towards, is like, you're just reliant on the government more now.
Right.
Yep.
And it's putting you into a state of dependence on the government more towards where, I mean, you know, the welfare state kind of shit. And it's you getting forced into that position, and then now it's like, oh, okay, well, you can either go back to your job where you're making enough to get by, or you can just continue to depend on us.
Right.
It's like I'm gonna call it like the stepdad effect.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's like
Stepdad, no. No, stepdad.
it's
no.
like it's like, yeah, you guys can be eating Campbell's or you can eat ribeye.
Damn.
Where it's like, how the fuck are people after? Because it takes, so they say it takes 3 months to break a bad habit.
Really?
And if that's what psychologists say, if it takes 3 months to break a bad habit, and you've literally like just forced people out of work that they know how to do for a year.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what the fuck are they supposed? Like, now that everything's opening back up again, they're gonna have to break the bad habit of depending on something else to provide their income.
Right. And people aren't going to want it.
Yeah.
They'd rather
And
go
nobody wants to do
homeless
that shit.
before they'd... Don't tell them about the old DD. You know, I don't want them to know my secrets.
Well, it's
you know?
it's really hard to get into like it's easy to get into trade work, but it's really hard to get like into trade work, if that makes sense.
Yeah, because nobody wants to teach you.
Well, no one wants to teach you. No one wants to you get treated like shit on job sites for
Being
almost
dumb.
a year.
Oh, yeah.
And it's really hard. So like trade work is out of the question because you just basically get what's the term I'm looking
Shit
for?
work?
No, it's just like the strong survive and the weak go hungry kind of aspect of trade work. I worked in it for a long time. Like I know it. I've been there, but it's hard to get into it, especially in a time of need. I feel like.
What do you mean?
Okay, so your options are the options in the last year were all the people that were, I guess like in my line of work, like the service industry, their options were get as much unemployment as you can, save it, or go into trade, because those were the only two options. And then I've been on job sites where we fucking ridicule people trying to get into trade work.
Oh, yeah. Some people aren't made for it.
No, and it's the same in both industries, and it's just like there's no in between.
I mean,
with the two.
There was a lot of things. I don't know. A lot of people worked from home. And it did show that, like, well, your job really isn't that necessary. If
And
you
that
can just
really
do it from home.
really fucked up with I think in a way that they didn't think that it was going to, as far as government shutdowns and shit like that. Or not government shutdowns, but like just shutdowns in general. They didn't think that people were going to be able to successfully work from home the way that they did. In the idea that this whole aspect was a government idea to make people more dependent on the government, I guess. But it's shown that people are 80%, like I think it was like, I read a study, like people are 80% more productive when they work from home in an office job scenario, as opposed to like
saying they were being better at home.
Yeah,
you're saying
80% more productivity in an office setting from home, and that puts a huge fucking real estate. It's going to create another real estate bubble because you're not going to have to buy up offices and shit like that.
I didn't even think about that.
Buy homes for your employees.
Dude, I think it was like a Yale study too. Like it wasn't like some bum off fucking college did a study.
Right.
It was like Yale. But yeah, so I think
hate that guy.
If it was like a government study, like, bro, they shot themselves in the foot kind of thing.
Oh yeah.
But also, I love that. I love the idea that the government shot themselves in the foot, fucking riding the dick of Fauci, shutting shit down.
Fuck Fauci.
So you're saying it fucks with them in a way that because. Like what? Like all their offices that they own are just gonna go to waste. No one's gonna buy up their buildings, right? Like New York is gonna be a ghost town. It's projected that New York's gonna be
like New York City, is going to be all the financial shit in all the offices in New York going to be non-important in the next 10 years. And that's like, oh man, someone needs to check me on this, but in just Manhattan, it's like 30,000 floors of unused office space.
Damn. Just going to waste. They're going to have to tear it down and make fucking apartments or something.
I guess.
Turn it into something, I guess. That's their only way of... I mean, you think people would live there, though, then, if they did that? Changed it to... I mean...
We'll live there for what?
The nightlife.
Yeah, but the nightlife is dead now because of COVID. And the office space is dead because of COVID. It's like one of the biggest jeers of shooting yourself in the foot of the U.S. government that we can fucking look at.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I hope the government is getting hit by some of this shit. I don't want it to just affect the people. It would make me happy to know that something bad happened to them. Something. Or big corporations. I don't fucking know.
All of them. All the above.
Yeah. Shit, if Fauci died tomorrow, I wouldn't shed a tear.
No, hell no. Well, one thing that he also said in his emails, or confirmed in his emails, was that the mainstream media and social media were working in collaboration with each other to control a narrative as narrative gatekeepers on COVID-19.
I am the gatekeeper.
I believe it.
So that's where like the censorship and shit like that comes from Facebook, YouTube.
Yeah, it started fast.
Yeah, it started real fast.
Yeah.
And it's just like, my question is, where the fuck is the accountability for all? Like, you could literally put this guy on trial for, what, we got 6 different things that he publicly lied about national health. Where the fuck is the accountability?
It's all coming back around. It's everybody. It will be. I think it. Yeah, it's gonna be fucking. It's gonna get wild here.
Dude, if it was 1840, he would be strung up in the middle of the street.
Tarred and feathered him.
Not even that. You'd be way worse off than that.
Guillotine, baby.
And that's the French Revolution.
And not even the first person to get killed by it, the 50th, where
So
the blade's where it's all fucked up. Gets just stuck in his neck halfway, and he's just like, oh my fucking god, this hurts. What the
We
fuck?
should just inject him with a lot
The
of
executioner
COVID.
looks at his fucking homeboy. He's like, you didn't hone that blade?
Yeah. Good for you. Way to do your job right. I'm excited to see. Apparently something came out that I don't know if this is new info or not, but something also said that more emails were released as well. I'm not sure that they found more shit, so I don't know.
I hope not, because I want to fucking get with you boys next week and talk about The Watcher and do something fun, creepy, spooky.
I feel like a watcher.
You said he wanted something spooky.
I don't know, man. I'm just fucking so mad that there's no one being held accountable for all these businesses going out of business.
All these crimes against humanity.
Yeah, that too. And just people being, I don't know, like if my industry was completely shut down, like if I lived in California, I could go pour fucking concrete and I could go plumb again. I could do any of that. I never had to go back to doing construction work, but I definitely could. But there are people that are like, your 40-year-old waitress from Denny's is not going to go do shit like that.
Yeah.
Okay, then get a job selling stuff online.
No, I know. No,
I mean, there's
I'm not,
multiple things to do.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, like, there's people that have put their entire life into one industry, and then that said industry got shut down completely.
Right. I understand
And
that.
Do you think stuff's opening up now quick enough again that it could be saved? Not saved in a good way, but like saved in a way that they're
I
gonna
just,
just
I
try
just
and
know like this, like from what I know, the service industry nationwide right now is just fucking hurt.
But are those jobs? I'm not saying that your job isn't, a job that not even that, but like service industry jobs. Are we stepping away from that? I guess now is there going to be like a stepping away point where it's like
It's not even that. We're doing bigger numbers than we did pre-COVID just because people are so excited to get back out.
yeah.
And
So, I feel like, it's like people are like, oh my God, let's go back out. They probably don't want to go back to their jobs because they can work from home. But I mean, how many of those jobs are going to be like, well, sorry, you have to come back into the.
so in my industry, like right now, there's a lack of staff because they just don't need the work, I guess. I don't really know how to put it, but it's just nationwide in the service industry is so fucked.
Understaffed, yeah. Because people could just sit home.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, man.
It's the baby daddy and bitey bucks.
I didn't receive my Biden bucks yet.
Damn, for real?
I'll get them.
You owe taxes.
I got an extension on my taxes to do them later, at a later day. I got till October 15th.
Right on.
So I'm like, fuck it. But I will probably do it soon, though, because I could use the Biden bucks now, and yeah. Still need to figure all that shit out, though. Not looking forward to it. Got to get in touch with so many random shit, but it's a story for another day, you know?
It is.
It's another day story.
Anyway, we out here. Fuck Fauci. Fuck,
Yep.
I guess, the
Everybody.
NIH.
Fuck the FBI.
Yeah,
Listening in.
CIA. Fuck them.
NSA. All them 3-letter alphabet boys.
Except for ABC.
They got the movies.
No, ABC owns Google, so. Yeah, I guess it's a good spot to.
Yeah.
I didn't get as mad as I thought I was going to.
You're a pretty calm person.
Well,
Yeah, that's
we'll
very
see
true.
it.
They call me Stone Cold at work, just because I don't get mad about almost anything.
I thought you were just giving everybody some stunners or something.
Dude, I want to sometimes, but then my body doesn't do it.
Well, you gotta smash some beers before.
And we are, as a people,
Yeah.
I should, but
inherently and historically
Bye-bye.
opposed to secret
Bye-bye,
societies,
people.
to secret oaths.
Come back next week.
yeah.
The Watcher.
Thank you again for joining us for another episode of the WRK podcast, where we ask the questions at the end of the day.
Who really knows?
As always, I'm your host, AJ, here with my good friends Dylan and Michael.
Soon to be the new host of the show once AJ gets banned off of wherever.
And yeah, thanks for joining us. If you made it this far, follow the links in the description down below. And yeah, that's all I got for you. You guys got anything else?
Have a good night.
Yeah, have a great. Light some candles. Close your blinds. Have a night for you.
And as always, follow Dylan home.
Go to Pornhub and watch my. Damn it,